Hi, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So there's lots of things that have been happening with HUMBL as of late, but before I go any further, I gotta let you know I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I talk about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. Please make sure you do your own research, your own DD on any stock that you're going to do any kind of investment in. I personally have been an investor in HUMBL since November of last year, and I continue to add to my position. So if you need a financial advisor, please seek the help of a professional. I am, however, an electrician who just so happens to like talking about stocks, but on this channel, I only talk about HUMBL. That's why you're here, and I'm glad you're watching. By the way, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on those notifications too. Keeps me motivated, keep these videos for everybody out there. Okay, so what's been happening lately? Well, let's just first, I'm going to talk about something that happened yesterday, and then last night, and then the news this morning. So these are all climactic things that are going to be coming down the pike very soon. And if you didn't notice, if you hadn't looked at the price of the stock today, you'll notice that there was a nice jump in the price of the shares. So what was the first thing? First of all, Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys did a live stream thing, and to all his viewers, which he's got a lot of people that follow him. So I mean, if you grew up in the 90s, you know who Nick Carter is. So anyways, Backstreet Boys. So here's the deal. He mentions HUMBL right at 10 minutes into his video about some drops are going to be coming.
HUMBL. A huge announcement coming from HUMBL. So this is going to be a charity thing that I'm doing really, really soon. The announcement should possibly come today. And then with HUMBL, we are on track to, release music on their blockchain, which I'm really excited about. That's why Billboard Killer is in the house right now. And thank you so much, Vic, for incredible music. We're still not done. HUMBL, we're on course. Really, really cool things coming. There's an event in the works that I will be a part of. Stay tuned on all the socials for the update of that announcement of what's going to be happening. But I'm really, really excited because it's going to be a really cool event.
That hasn't been announced yet from HUMBL, so we know that there's still some additional news that is, coming down the pike, you might say. So, what happened last night? Well, last night we get a tweet from George Sharp, and it was kind of cryptic, so you had to kind of read between the lines. But basically, the consensus is that he was going to be joining forces with HUMBL again. Now, what does that mean for us as investors? Well, George Sharp, remember, he helped us through he helped HUMBL, I should say, through the acquisition and the merger takeover of Tesora Enterprises. So why would George Sharp be coming back in as a consultant to HUMBL again? Wait for it. It's to be uplisted to the OTCQB market, which gives it more credibility. And guess what else this is going to help with? We're going to be able to get investors from institutions that normally would not be able to invest in a traditional OTC stock because it doesn't have all the financial regulations associated with OTC. But OTCQB gives it that more credibility that institutional investors need. So there's Kathleen Wood, for example. I'm not saying she's investing in this stock, but those type of people will have the opportunity to come in with large sums of cash. So guess what's going to happen with the price of the stock? I don't know. What do you think, guys? Gals, whoever's watching this channel, it's going to go up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the news article to y'all so we get it right from Newswire here. So November 19th, 2021, HUMBL announced today that it has again retained the consulting services of George Sharp as capital markets advisor. Mr. Sharp will shepherd HUMBL through an imminent application with OTC markets for an advancement to the OTCQB tier, and then towards an application to NASDAQ stock market. In furtherance of these milestones, the company will file audited financials with the SEC beginning with the year-end statement for 2021. HUMBL President and CEO Brian Foote remarked, "Once we agreed that an uplist of the company's stock was in everybody's best interest, consensus of HUMBL management was that it was important to ask George to shepherd us through that process. His microcap savvy, which we value greatly, enabled us to bring about one of the most followed reverse mergers in the OTC market's history. Now, HUMBL is prepared to take the necessary steps to expand on that success." George Sharp commented, "Working with the management to bring HUMBL to the public was my crowning achievement. This is due to the integrity and boundless energy of Brian Foote. I am eager to assist HUMBL move forward with its agenda and am excited about what HUMBL as an operation has in store." I want to read that one last part again. I am eager. This is, George Sharp talking. George Sharp says, "I am eager to assist HUMBL move forward with its agenda and am excited about what HUMBL has and operations in store." So there's more to come. Don't think too hard about this. Okay. Mr. Foote continues, "A NASDAQ listing will not be achieved in the short term and is by no means assured." So they can't make any assumptions. This is kind of like legal mumbo jumbo. They have to say this stuff. There are many steps to contemplate, and we will provide updates only when appropriate. However, we do believe that this endeavor will enable new groups of investors, like I mentioned earlier, to consider HUMBL, whom would otherwise not be able to invest in the company or in its stock. We therefore ask our HUMBL shareholders to be patient and assured that we are working hard to bring additional value to them. So I'm just reading this word for word. Sorry if it's a little broken up, but I think you got the point. And the main things here is that George Sharp is excited to help them with obviously this, and he's gonna be bringing some value to this. They're obviously talking about uplisting to NASDAQ, but more importantly, in the short term, this is going to help bring new investors, like people that have big bucks. They have a lot of people. Perhaps Rob Luna. By the way, Rob Luna is going to be in the Spaces tonight at 6. Probably by the time you get this message or you watch this video, it will be over. I will try to bring you the highlights of that meeting he has with the investors in Spaces. So we're looking forward to that. We'll bring you the latest for that stuff later. So anyways, these are some of the big things that are happening. If you're an investor in HUMBL, you should very much be very excited about this. If you're a basher or a shorter, sorry for you. So credibility is going to go up with HUMBL. And for those who have been longs in HUMBL, your time is coming where you're going to be able to start getting rewarded for your patience with HUMBL. Remember, a new company takes time to build. It doesn't happen overnight. But if you build it, they will come. I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you needed to know today.